Shalom, shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off this lesson by giving all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Achah, Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Peace, salutations, and blessings to the hopeful elect of the house of Israel. We're willing this lesson will be edifying. Those who laugh now will cry later. Okay, so let's get into it. Luke 6:20. And he lifted up his eyes on his disciples, speaking of Yahushai. And it reads, and he said, Blessed be ye poor, for yours is the kingdom of the Most High. Blessed are ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. Rejoice ye in that day, and leap for joy. Okay? For behold, your reward is great in heaven. Not here. This is not the place for our reward. This is not our rest. This is our punishment. And it's a phase. Okay? This is not the end all be all. We have hope where a land where dwelleth righteousness, a kingdom where dwelleth righteousness. Okay? We have hope for immortality. Okay? This is not our rest. This place is filthy, it is polluted, and it's going to destroy you if you cleave unto it. Okay? That's why you have to cleave unto these words of prophecy. Okay? These words that give us hope. You have to cleave unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, because through the sacrifice of Yahushai, we can inherit salvation. Salvation from our oppressors, from this wicked place. Okay? Unto everlasting life, everlasting glory. Okay? Great is your reward in heaven, for in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. All the evil that the nation of Israel, the wicked of our people, the people in the world that are in darkness, have persecuted those that came in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Okay? And it reads, but woe unto you that are rich. Okay, the people that are in the world, because again, the earth was given unto the hands of the wicked. For you to be, in a sense, truly successful in this world, you have to have sold out. Okay, you see, of course, the Lord can enrich his men. Okay, make sure that they prosper. Okay, but again, the majority of the time, when someone is successful in this world, is because they have sold out unto Satan. Okay, they have bowed down the knee and they're worshiping the beast in some shape or form. They are against Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, and they're followers of the world. Okay, and as it says, he that loveth the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Okay, and like I said, there are some exceptions to the rule where there were rich servants of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. We can use the example of that individual who was able to put Yahushai in his sepulcher. Okay, the man that was able to put Yahushua in his sepulcher, he was rich in a sense, because even that's not a light thing, man. It was a heavy sacrifice. Okay, he was well known in that society. Okay, Daniel, okay, Joseph, or forefather. Okay, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, they were rich. They increased in wealth. Okay, cattle, land, children. Okay, they had wealth. Job was a wealthy man. Okay, all these individuals were Israelites, and they were servants of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. But again, most of the time, we're in this, like I mentioned, we are here to suffer. We are here to be punished. Okay, we are in our captivity yet in this day. Okay, but again, if you can work out some type of way to better your affliction, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, you're not wicked because you make enough money to live a comfortable life. Okay, but again, our mind is not geared towards this place. This kingdom is going to burn, okay, with everything else with it. You're not going to bring your car in the kingdom. You're not going to bring your house in the kingdom, okay? As it says, he that buyeth Second Ezra 16, and I'll start at at 37. It's a build-up. The second Ezra 16:37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. So again, how are you going to be able to deliver yourself from these plagues? by cleaving unto Yahweh Hashem El Shai, because he is the source of those evils. Can evil be done in the city and the Lord had not done it? Okay, the Lord is the source of those evils, but the name of the Lord is a strong defense, is a strong tower, okay, against the evils. Okay, the Lord is the guide of them that keep his commandments. So you seek the Lord, you serve the Lord will defend you. You will be protected. You will have a hedge round about you. Okay, but you go aside, you go your own way, you will be left to fend for yourself. Okay, and you will not be protected by Yahweh Hashem El Shai. Okay, as it says, verse 38, as when a woman with a child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. So again, as it says, as I read before in Luke, woe unto you that laugh, that are rich. Okay, but I'm going into it. Okay, because now the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning. Okay, those that are foolish, their hearts are in the house of mirth. Okay, she that is in that liveth in pleasure is dead as she liveth. All these people that are in mirth, all these people that are in accordance with this wicked kingdom, they're dead. They're dead people walking. Okay, waiting for judgment. Okay, and all these plagues are prepared for them, just as the flood was prepared unto those that forsook Yahweh Hashem Yahushua in the time of Noah. Okay, so even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth. The world shall mourn. When these things happen, these people will mourn, while the elect and the hopeful elect, those that are in the right mindset, will rejoice, because again we understand that our kingdom is on the way. Their kingdom is on the way out. This is their hope. They have no hope and they have no part with Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So that's why they're gonna mourn. That's why it says that at Yahushua's return, the kindreds of the earth are gonna mourn and weep, rather than to be happy and rejoice at his return. Because Yahushua's return represents the start of the kingdom of heaven on the earth. While these people like iniquity, they love darkness, they love the ways of Satan. Okay, you see, and that's why they shall mourn. Okay, because they live their life in pleasure, they live their life in ignorance of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And that's why they're gonna mourn. That's why they're gonna be in great state of distress. Okay, because the whole life, the whole time that they were allotted on this earth, they spent it serving their own bellies, without reverencing Yahweh Hashem Yahushua as He is. Okay, and that's why, when the judgments are gonna come upon them, they're gonna be through, man. Okay, for a lack of a word, they're gonna be through. Okay. It says here, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. So there's not going to be any escape. The day of the Lord is a day of gloominess, is a day of darkness. Okay, it's a day of great sorrow. It's a day of great judgment, and that's what's awaiting the world. Okay, while even the righteous are going to be scarcely saved, but they're going to be saved nonetheless. Okay, regardless. The wicked of this world, they have no hope, but the righteous they're still going to be saved. Their hope is in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, as it is written. Okay, O my people, hear my word. Make you ready for thy battle. Make you ready to thy battle. Okay, so we're fighting a spiritual battle. Okay, we're fighting in principalities, demons at high places, etc., etc. Okay, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. So you already have a mindset of losing everything and moving towards the kingdom of heaven. Okay, we already have that mentality of not allowing anything to hold us back. Okay, Yahweh said, if any man if any man carried not his cross and hated his father, his mother, his children, even his wife, and even his own life, he cannot be my disciple. Okay, so we have to bear a cross regardless of anything. And as it says, remember Lot's wife. Lot's wife looked back. Lot kept on moving. So there's nothing that the elect that can hold back the elect from getting that salvation. As it says, they were predestinated to obtain salvation. Okay, so for those that put on as the elect, we pray that we endure until the end. That is our hope. That is our mindset. Okay, we put on as the elect so that we may be found as the elect at the return of Yahushua. Okay, so that we may obtain that salvation. Okay, while these other people, they have no thought of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. It says in the fool's heart there is no Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is not in the fool's thought. Roughly paraphrasing. So they have no mind to serve the Lord, to fear the Lord, to obey the law, statutes, and commandments, to seek for the kingdom of heaven. They're living their life day to day, fulfilling the lust of their flesh. They're nothing but beasts walking among the earth. Okay, you see. So again, it says here, verse 41, he that selleth, let him be as one that fleeth away. So you're selling, yes, you're selling, you're making profit, but that's not in your mind. You're doing that just to fulfill the time allotted on this earth. Okay, you're profiting, yes, you're growing, yes, but that's not your hope. Your hope is in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because eventually, regardless, they're gonna implement the mark of the beast. They're gonna implement that new system where you're gonna have to bow down to this wicked system, to continue to profit, to continue to be a part of this world, man, to be a part of this society. Okay, you see. So by you having your hope in the kingdom of heaven, you're not gonna fold. It doesn't matter if you're how much money you have. Okay, you're gonna be able to turn back from that. Okay, it doesn't matter how much wealth, how much riches you have in the world. If you're really of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you're gonna be able to walk away from everything. Okay, so you can serve the Lord. Okay, you see, and we pray that we have that mindset when the time comes. We have to be willing. Your family members take the MOTB. There's nothing I can do for you, man. See you in the kingdom. Okay, your friends, your wife, okay, your children take the MOTB. Your children are being tortured for you to take the MOTB. You still have to say no. Okay, you still have to remain to stand firm for the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and still hope in the prophecies. Regardless, if you lose your life, the Lord will bring it back, man. The Lord will give you back your life. Okay, the Lord will give you a crown of life, and once you inherit it, no one will be able to take that from you, man. Okay, so we're fighting for eternity. We're not fighting for the moment. Understand that. So he that selleth, let him be as one that fleeth away, because this is nothing. What we see is temporal. What we're fighting for is everlasting. Okay, and he that buyeth, as one that will lose. You're buying, but you will lose. That's in your mind. I'm buying this house, but I know that eventually I'll have to leave this house. Okay, that's the mindset that we have. Okay, he that occupied merchandise, as he that had no profit, and he that buildeth, as he that shall not dwell therein. He that soweth, as if he should not reap, so also he that planted the vineyard, as he that shall not gather the grapes. They that marry, as they should get no children, and they that marry not, as the widowers. Okay, and therefore they that labor in vain. Okay, so in a sense, we labor in vain because we know that all these things is coming to an end. Regardless, the ways of this world is passing away, as it says. 2 Peter as it says in 2 Peter 3, and I'll start at 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. Unawares, these people are going to be caught by surprise, just as in the days of Noah. Okay, they knew not until the rain started falling. Okay, they understood not that destruction was upon them until destruction was there. And that's why these people are not gonna. That's the same state that these people are gonna be in. Okay, even the fact that we're talking about, we're in the midst of World War III, or in the beginnings of World War III. Okay, the opening act of that war being set up. Okay, these people, it's not even in their minds. They're still going about their day to day because they're not paying attention to the signs of the times. And their mind is still not going to happen. They still have their eyes set on peace. As it says, when they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction shall fall upon them. Those that have been enlightened by the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, we understand that the end is coming. We understand that this kingdom must pass away, that the triumphing of the wicked is short. Okay, we understand the intentions of the Lord for this kingdom and for the kingdom to come. All right, so it says here, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Again, nuclear fire. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. The works, what are the works? Okay, your 9 to 5, the evil that is being promoted on this earth under the supervision of the wicked. Okay, those are the evil works that are going to be done away. Okay, those are the things that are from on this side. The same way that pain, suffering, sorrow, death will be a thing of this kingdom. Okay, in the kingdom of heaven, the Lord is going to take away all these things from the Israelites. Okay, the Israelite nation will never sorrow, will never cry, will never feel pain anymore, man. Okay, and it says here, seeing that all these things shall be dissolved, one man or person are ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, understanding that all these things are going to come to pass. You should be walking as if you're going to lose everything, man. That pilgrim mindset. You're going about your day, handling your business. Again, as it says, he that take a man that takes not care of his family is as an infidel. You have to deal before you're a man of the Lord. You have to be a man, and a man takes care of business. The same way as a woman has a role in the family nucleus. Okay, you see, everyone has their part to play. Okay, but again, we have to be mindful of understanding that eventually we'll have to lose these things to gain the kingdom. Okay, because the kingdom, what the Lord has prepared for us is greater than what we have on this side. Okay, so again, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person are ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the earth being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. We're supposed to look for those days. These people shall be mournful, and they're going to be in sorrow. They're not looking for that day, but that day is going to come, and that's the day that we're waiting for with fervent passion, okay? Because again, that is the will of the Lord, okay? And if that's the will of the Lord, let it be done. Let it be so, and let it come expediently. Okay, let the days be shortened for the elect's sake, so that we may get out of the hands of our oppressors, so that we may live, so that righteousness may dwell on the earth. Okay, it says here, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, whose promise? Yahweh. Okay, Yahweh is not a man that he should lie. According to Yahweh's promise, we look for new heavens and a new earth where dwelleth righteousness. Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, seeing that that's your expectation, that's your hope, be diligent that ye may be found in peace, without spots and blameless, may be found of him in peace. So like when Yahushua returned, again, what does that mean to be found without spots and blameless? Be found as a fervent servant of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, that you've been doing the work, that you've been prophesying, that you've been doing what was expected of you as a servant of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, walking in the fear of the Lord, exalting him in your actions, in your day-to-day, being a walking Bible in a sense, in the sight of darkness, okay, in this wicked kingdom, okay? You see? Because again, that's what the Lord commanded the light to do. He commanded the light to shine in the midst of darkness. And that is what we do by prophesying the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, by doing these lessons, by learning, by watching these videos, okay? By seeking the Lord, praying, fasting, okay? Mortifying our members, seeking to be more and more like unto Yahushua. That's how we may be found of him in peace and without spots and blameless. Okay, because again, even though we sin, okay, we are found without guile in our mouths because we preach this word, because we believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. We have this treasure in earthen vessels. So again, these people which do not have this the Holy Spirit, which do not have the fear of the Lord, okay, who do not walk in the servitude of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, okay, they will not be protected. They as they laugh now, they will cry later. And in the abstract, those that fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, those that are in the house of mourning, by seeing the prophecies come to pass, by serving the Lord, being fervent and diligent and hastening the coming of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, we will increase in happiness day in and day out, man. As we get closer and closer and closer to the kingdom, this world is going down, and those that seek for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, our spirit is going up. Okay? So with that, I'd like to give our honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Until next lesson, shalom, shalom, shalom. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Until next lesson, shalom. Lord willing, this was edifying.